And it's a different look that I usually get.
Ladies and gentlemen, Grapple Kings present 110-minute round and is sponsored by Forged Irish Stout. Please welcome your first competitor onto the mat. In the red corner, Heather Doyle. And would you please welcome her opponent in the blue corner, Lucie Pudilova.
But on the intro, do you know?
Yeah. I can't say I give Mr. Tate much space in my. I haven't consumed too much of him. No. Thankfully, seems like a dope.
Yeah, we've avoided the Cobra here in the northeast as well. So
now Heather always sits here at the start. I've cornered her in a number of our matches before, as well as had her in our gym many times.
Incredibly active competitor, and recently made the switch to go train with Tom Birmingham full time.
And I was speaking to her recently about that, and seems to be really happy with that decision as well. Heather is at her most dangerous, from what I've seen in a lot of her matches. In situations where she's getting her guard passed, she throws up one of those, which I'm sure we won't even have a look at today, but she throws up an armbar
before the guard can be passed
just as the guard has been passed. You might see it here today. It's hard. I don't even know what type of name to put on it, but
I would call it a short, because I've seen her do it before, and I would appreciate similar. It's when your nearest shin runs along the person's chest and your other leg throws in front of the face.
That's her.
Yeah,
so that's her. We're on the same page here.
Yeah.
And it's the type of one that you usually go to pull out of, right? And it's that pull out that actually gives her the length of the arm to finish. She's expecting to pull out of those.
And that helps the extension go in there.
Yeah. And then it also helps. It sets a tone. Even if the person does successfully pull the arm out, it sets a tone for the next 3-4 engagements of, shit, I actually don't want to
go anywhere near that again. Yeah, well,
9:57. That was a 3 minutes early shit there. On
that's okay. I think we'll let you away with it. It's too close to the watershed. But the only reason I'm familiar with it is I have the same weak feminine frame as Heather, so it's easy for my body to throw those type of arm bars.
Have you trained with her before? Strong. One of the strongest girls I've ever trained with.
Yeah, and
I know
my
what you're
comment
getting
was
at.
more of a self-deprecation towards myself than.
Of course.
And a good performance as part of Team Ireland.
Cornered her last year or maybe the year before to a blue belt no-gi European title, with Coach Chris screaming in the corner, and she got a couple of those arm bars, I believe, on that run.
Gold,
No affiliation at the time, just another Irish person over in Rome doing their best, and hey, that gets Coach Chris going. That gets Coach Chris.
Yes, Coach Chris.
That gets Coach Chris's blood pumping any day of the week.
Yeah, we won't talk about you standing me up at the Nogi Worlds, but that's all right.
Different situation, mate. Different
I'm
situation, mate.
only slagging you. It's all right.
You know I'm going to take that one to heart, though.
But who was the one to give me in-depth detail analysis after the fact?
And you've thrown the first jab, but I didn't get the shout out on that in the Instagram post that came to follow. But look, we'll talk about that a different day. Here comes a little armbar whisper.
She went for it there straight away, as you said it. And now she's going to go towards the back, but Lucie could move around towards.
Yeah, maybe a mistake from Heather here to have a look at this leg. I think unless she can pop open the hands here of Lucie, I think she might. There go the hands. Okay.
Oh.
She has a nice knee bar as well.
Here we go. Could be coming towards us into the reverse X, into the saddle, but Lucie again heading arm.
This head control here, this right arm around the face, key for Lucie on the top.
Yeah.
And if I'm her, I'm not opening those hands now.
She keeps moving the hands, but
yes, she needs to lock those and keep them locked until such a time where the legs are free. Don't open them. Pressure in.
Lucie is a UFC fighter who trains out of SBG, but have seen her as well in the airport a handful of times with the big oversized UFC Reebok bag, heading away for an IBJJF or two.
That must be some feeling walking through the airport with the UFC bag.
Yeah, but what if you just bought it?
Yeah, but you
like from Like, let's just say,
UFC hoodie is different to UFC bag, mate.
yeah. Well, we do have Ireland's leading supplier of combat gear sitting next to us, so can you buy a UFC bag off your staffing, can you? No, he said.
Coach Chris's call. Now Heather likes this butterfly position a lot. Has a nice single leg X guard game too. I don't feel, and maybe I'll.
She's going to wrestle up from here, I feel.
Doesn't tend to wrestle up too often. Had a bit of a catastrophic injury.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, early in her training. This is one of the reasons why, speaking to her anyway, this is one of the reasons why she is so quick to pull guard at the start of her matches. I can't recall the details of the injury, but I know it was like multiple breaks, maybe a leg, and maybe to do with a wrestle. She's in a big face crank here.
Yeah, but she's to the side, so she's not eating it as much. Also, seemingly looking directly at us while in that position. Now she's out, no bother.
Must be nice to have that
There's the arm
amount of rotation left in your neck.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've looked that far to the side. But yeah, there's that armbar. I feel that the way that Lucie is passing, and maybe it's because she's done a little bit of homework here, but I feel the way that she's passing is not leaving that armbar option
There as much. Yeah.
I feel, especially in a bracket style tournament where you might not have the time or the ability to research your opponents, I feel Heather catches a lot more of those like surprise kind of counter submissions. There was the attempt.
Here it is
again.
now, look.
Oh yeah, here we go. And look, my money's on this finish. She'll break that arm. Yeah, there you go.
Got it. And do you know what? Nice social content from Northside BJJ. Maybe they'll rip your audio and someone can match it with the footage, and then that'd just be a brilliant post to the ground. You wouldn't be able to do that in Canva now, but you might have to. Cap cut. I was going to call you Chris Capcut Letty earlier on, actually. That's something that I meant.
Do some of my best work over there. Yeah, big win. And another big call from Coach Chris.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee calls to stop the contest for your winner by armbar, Heather Doyle.